What's going on, guys? Alec here from Oz Fury Gaming. Today we're going to be starting off the series of the 300 series from Origin Jumpworks. This series is going to be entailing all of these four bad boys being trialled and tested in Arena Commander, and we're going to be going over each one fairly methodically. Taking a look at what each ship's good for, what it's meant for, what its available options are, and what it might do for you. We have in the white the 300i, which is our base model, followed by the 315p, which is the Explorer. In front of us here is the 350R, which is the race version, and is definitely a race version. And then on the far side is the 325A, which is the introduction version. So with them all being introduced, guys, I'm going to jump into looking at this 300i to begin with. I'm going to set him up in the good old just standard format of going over him as is, and we'll see how it runs for us. Alrighty guys, so here we are with the Origin 300i, and this bad boy is pretty stock standard really. Obviously being the bottom of the barrel range, it comes in cheap at $55 US. I want to point out that all these ships have the same hard points, and you'll be hearing that multiple times throughout the series. So let's start off with these guns and missiles, and we'll take a look at the fact that all these ships carry this Omnisky 4 laser cannons. Okay, on the wings. Underneath is this missile rack, which is size 1, but I want to point out it can actually become a size 3 missile rack, which is what's on the 325A, but you'll see that in a couple of weeks' time. On the front here, guys, all these ships as well, like I've been saying, carries the same loadout of 1 to 3 turret size on the front, so that can be quite useful too for firepower. So besides the actual price of the ship, guys, what makes the ships different is I have noticed that there are some differences in the handling of the ships and the targeting of the ships. Like the 325A definitely has a better, I know just the guns seem to work better on that ship. But the 300i definitely has some good stats going for it. So as we sit into the cockpit here, guys, we'll see there's a few bits of the heads-up display that we can look at. But it won't really be until we get into Arena Commander that we can get a good feel for what the ship has. So we look around the cockpit here, and you can see it's a nice big glass view, followed by a fairly stock standard heads-up display. Now, the ship does get a radar too, I want to point out. So with this being said, guys, I'm just going to jump into Arena Commander because it's quicker, and I'll talk about more the fidelity of this ship. What makes this ship maybe worth spending that little less dollar and buying it, and also talk about why the ship might not fit the typical fighter role. So I'm going to hop in there. I'll catch you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to welcome you into the 300i for its test flight in this Arena Commander. So one thing I want to note with this ship, guys, is it's fairly similar to a sniper, say, from Battlefield or Call of Duty, except you don't camp, you basically hunt your prey from a distance, unless of course they want to get close to you and be stupid like this and let you just shoot the shit out of them. Well, not the shit, but as you can see, if you're careful with your shots and you make each one count like anything, you will more than likely find that you will actually do a lot of damage. So unlike a Hornet or say maybe a Saber, if you want to, you know, it's not a Saber that's been done up, you know, if you run a Tarantula or something, but a stock Saber with its Panther repeaters, you probably find that you will be just spraying and praying and hoping to get at least half of your shots to hit, which works well for the ships because of the setup and what they're meant to do. You bugger. But these ships aren't the same way. These Omnisky 4 laser cannons, when I first started using them, I thought, geez, they're pretty weak, you know, not really doing much for me. But it's not until you actually start getting hits and you start practicing your accuracy that you actually start doing stuff, which I must say has been good for me. Made me actually practice and realize that I do need that. I can't just spray and pray as much as I've liked, because every bullet counts and overheating is a big factor when it comes to survival. So the first guy went down pretty quickly. This guy's just been a prick and it's taken me a little while to hit him and kill him. But you get the idea of what the ship's about, in my opinion. What I've found. You know, when you run the 325A, which we'll look at in 2 weeks' time, you'll notice that the ship is a lot more powered in for, you can do dogfighting a bit better, but it still prefers to keep itself out of the action and stay classy. Imagine a man in a polo t-shirt or something that's a bit more upper class. That's what this ship's about. Keeping yourself out of the middle of the fight, killing people, and enjoying your luxurious flight over the planet that's being mined by the Vandal and with wreckage and asteroids everywhere. Yeah, this is the life of a rich man. So like you see, you can decently take people out. Now, we've talked about the guns here, let's talk about the shields, alright? The shields on this thing are actually pretty good. We're only going up against Auroras, so they've only run in size 1 Bulldog repeaters. But,
Zero hostile contacts remain.
As you can see, we have managed to maintain a safe and healthy life.
Contact. Elite units en route.
You don't say, boss. So, Mr. Aurora over here. We'll take it the little guys first because the Gladiuses do actually take a bit more to kill. And there we go. So we probably had a bit of help there from the Hornet on our team. Not sure if it was Vixen or Warlord, but... Alright. One thing I do like about the ship too, the flares drops off are actually in a really good position 95% of the time. So you can usually come at someone face on and dodge. I don't know where the missile was coming from, so I was just running for my life because I was just scared shitless. Managed to hit me up the arse, but it didn't really do too much to the ship. Knocked the shield down, but that was about it. Recharge rate on the shields are good from stock, so that's also nice. Now the armor on the ship, guys. Well, armor on the rear is not too bad. Size is pretty tough. Front, it's mediocre as well. You take a fair few hits, but don't expect to be, you know, taking size 3, size 4 gun shots all day. So with that being said, I think that's pretty much most of the ship talked about in regards to fighting. Personally, on the look of it, I do enjoy the interior and things. My favourite looking ship is the 315P though, so we'll get to cover that next week. So enjoy the rest of the replay, guys, and I'll show off up to probably about wave 6 of just me killing ships. Come on, you prick. Oh, that was sneaky, mate. Oh, someone hit me.
Elite units
Oh lordy. Alright, let's just end this pain.
Your haste status has been revoked.
Alright, now that joy is back in our life, let's continue this masquerade of death upon thy enemy. Let's see how the little 350 yard in here deals with one of our little size 1 missiles. Shit, let's give him. Can I give him another one? No. Missed that completely. So as I was talking about handling before, guys, the good old 300i just feels a bit janky. You know, the 315P and the 325 and the 350 feel like they have some great, you know, everything feels to sit right with the handling. Something with the 300, it just, you know, you go to stop and it takes a little, doesn't quite stop as you want it to, as you'd expect for the ship, and same with the pitch in your, it just takes a bit longer to start pitching. You know, like you press it and there's about like a half-second delay. And I thought maybe it was just my keyboard, and I tried with all different ships, and you know, that would, you know, like a Saber, and I've got that Gladius Valiant because I'm a Imperator subscriber and that sort of thing. And then, no, just this ship seems to do it. You know, it feels like I'm sort of flying a freelancer when I'm starting to pitch. And same with the acceleration deceleration. It's not bad. It's actually, well, it's actually good. But just compared to the others, it feels like it's, you know, lacking behind 5 or 10% in regards to its brethren in the same class range. Oh, you little shit, just freaking sit still. I hate this. It's like, oh, I'm the last one, I'm just going to be a prick about it. Alright, there you go. So as you can see, against the 350R guys, you still can easily get outmaneuvered by ships like yourself. So be wary of that. Because really, the two biggest factors the ship has is accuracy and it's just maneuvering. Alright, Gladius, mate. How are you going to treat us? Getting shot up, the shield's taking a beating. Come here, Mr. Gladius, let me kill you. Da 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 da. Yeah, buddy. Now I want that repair pack thing. Oh, piss off. 12% repair, well, that's alright. Alright, so if we can get the full speed on S, oh no, afterburners, eh? Oh, 645. Alright, I got proven dead wrong there, guys. I apologise. 645 is our afterburn speed. Not sure why I thought 690. Maybe it's the other one, but I deadly apologise for that. And then 215 there on that cruise speed, which is nice. I just feel really useless right now. Skadoosh. Alright guys, so that's going to end us up now for the good old, what do we want to call it, bit of Arena Commander. I think this ship is quite excellent for what it does. So I'll leave you guys to it. Hope to catch you guys in the verse and see you next week. Toodaloo.